Okay, so let's solve this equation by using the concept of okay, this is the third method I recommend you to study. So to solving this problem here, so I can using the methods of radius, right? Comparing the radius, as the radius is the same for every point on the circle with the center, right? Okay, let's see what's the meaning here. So then this circle is passing through the point of 1, 3, right? Previously, I have introduced you the method of general equation of the circle using the general equation of circle. Secondly, I have using the perpendicular bisector of the circle. So for this, I give you another alternative so that you have more alternative in understanding the circle, right? So you have negative 1, 1. The circle is passing through this point 1, 3 and negative 1, 1, right? Okay, it's passing through these 2 points and with the diameter on the line, right? You know that this is a diameter on the line. The diameter on the line. Definitely you know that the diameter, you have a center, right? This is a diameter. Definitely the diameter have the center of the circle. So, and the diameter is on the line, right? On the line. So means that this diameter is part of the line, is along the line, right? So it's equation of x plus 2y equals to 1. This is a very important understanding. The diameter is on the line, right? So it means that every point on the line can be satisfied this equation, right? Include the center, because the center is on the diameter and the diameter is on the line. Definitely the center is on the line, right? So okay, before this I'm going to apply the radius, right? I want how to solving this, so I assume this to be hk, right? So I label this to be a and b, right? So the distance AC definitely is the same as the distance from B to C, right? A to center is the same as B to C. Means that I'm using the concept of radius. AC and BC is the radius, right? As they are from the same circle, right? So definitely these two will be the same, right? Okay, let's see how to form the first equation. So I'm taking 1 minus h square root of equals square root. The way of finding the distance is square root, right? Square root of A to C, so it's x1 minus x2, x1 minus x2 square plus with y1 minus y2 square, 3 minus k square. And same thing also for this, the distance from B to C, so it's negative 1 minus h, negative 1 minus h square, x1 minus x2, negative 1 minus h square plus with 1 minus k square, right? Okay, so this is the first relationship by using the concept of radius. So, and I'm going to expand this by squaring both sides. I have 1 minus h square plus with 3 minus k square equals to negative 1 minus h square plus with 1 minus k square, right? So I can solving this by expand all the bracket. So 1 minus with 2h plus with h square, right? So, and this you have 9 minus with 6k plus with k square. It's the same as 1 plus with 2h plus with h square. And for this, after you expand, you have 1 minus 2k plus with k square, right? So, and the h square minus with the h square already eliminate, and the k square minus the k square already eliminate. So we rearrange here, you have 1 plus 9, you have 10, negative with 2h minus with 6k, and you have 1 plus 1, you have 2 plus with 2h minus with 2k, right? Okay, rearrange this and we get the equation that relate h and k. So negative 2h, positive 2, so minus 2h both sides, you have negative 4h, right? Negative 4h. So negative 6k plus 2k both sides, okay, or bring over there plus 2k, you have negative 4k, right? Negative 4k and 2, right? 2 minus 10 both sides, negative 10 here, So you're getting negative 8. So finally you have negative 4h, negative 4k equals to negative 8. Simplify this by divide by negative 4, right? Divide by negative 4, you have h, therefore you have plus k, and divide by negative 4, you have 2. Then I get the equation 1, right? The first equation that relate h and k, right? So by using the radius. But now, is it enough? Because you have equation, linear equation with 2 variables, so you need another equation to solve, right? We want to solve the simultaneous equation here. So another relation will be come from this line, right? Come from this line, where you can put the center into the equation of the line, right? Can you do this? Why can you do this? The question here is, you must know why can you do this, because the question said that diameter on the line, right? Diameter on this line. So if diameter on the line, the center also on this line, right? So I can put the point here because satisfied this line. It will become h, right? You substitute the h into here, h plus with 2y, y is k, right? So plus with 2k equals to 1 as equation 2, right? Then done, you have getting the 2 equation, right? So now I'm going to take 2 subtract 1, or 1 subtract 2, okay? Equation 2 minus with equation 1. H minus h, 0. 2k minus k, so you have k, positive k. 1 minus 2, negative 1, right? H minus h, 0. 2k minus k, k. 1 minus 2, negative 1. So with this, you can find the value of h by substitute either to 1 or 2. So then you have h plus with negative 1 equals to 2, and 2 plus 1 both sides, you have 3, right? So then you have clear that the center of the circle here, okay, the center of the circle is h. H will be 3, and the k will be negative 1. Done. I have already find the center of the circle. So one more information I need to find the complete equation of circle will be the radius of the circle, right? Okay, let's see. Alright, we have know that the center of the circle, so we can find the radius just by finding the distance between A and C, or distance between B and C. Both is okay. So distance AC, because AC represents the radius, so it's square root of, okay, something square plus something square, right? So the x1 minus x2 square, the formula distance y1 minus y2 square. So h is 3, k is negative 1. So 1 minus 3, 1 minus 3 square, followed by 3 minus with k, right? 3 minus with negative 4. 3 minus with negative 4, right? Okay, I repeat again. 1 minus 3. So I have negative 2. So I take 3 minus with negative 1, right? Sorry, 3 minus with negative 4 is negative 1. So I will getting 2 square, I have 4, right? 2 square here, I have 4. So here you have 4 square, you have 16, which gives you square root of 20, right? Right, which will give you the radius to be square root of 20, right? So it's easy for me to write in the form of standard equation because I already know the center and the radius of the circle, right? So I apply the standard equation of circle because my setting in start with HK, right? HK. So, and if you see that the method 1 that I teach before, okay? So you have 3 videos for this question, alright? You look at the first video, I'm using the general equation. That one you write in general equation. So y minus with k square equals to r square. So then you will conclude that x minus with h, which is 3 square, plus with y minus with negative k, you have 1 plus 1 square equals to r square, 20. So this will become the equation of the circle, but in standard form. Alright, I hope you understand this method and follow through all the 3 methods for a very good understanding.